Hi everyone, we're back down at the allotment this morning. We're here on a Tuesday because yesterday it was raining. Over the weekend we've had quite a lot of rain and frost. We've just got to clear off this fig tree to help it regrow for next year. In one of the books that I was reading through, it said to just remove all the dead figs and that should help it to rebloom for next year. The garlic isn't doing too badly. The frost has gotten to it, but there's still some new ones coming through. I de-planted quite a lot here in this bed, so we're going to have a lot for next year. You can see all the new shoots coming up as the months go on, so they're doing okay. There's not much weeds in this bed. I think the frost has probably kept them at bay. In this bed where the beans were, can't see any that are coming through as yet. I think there's just one at the moment just here in the middle. Don't know if you can see that, but get the cameraman to zoom in on that one. That's the only one I can see coming through. So I don't know if something else has gotten to the rest of them, or just perhaps they're a bit late in the season when Dee put them out. But we'll keep an eye on that. The shard, a lot of that has started to regrow. You can see all the fresh new growth that's come up from when we cut that back a few weeks ago. So that should be fine over the winter. Got another bed of garlic here. There's a few that have come through. You can see just a couple here coming up now. I don't know if Dee might have planted them out too late, but you can see a few stems coming up, so that should be okay for the winter. We'll just get rid of these weeds that are in the bed. The beetroot, that hasn't started to die back fully. Dee said we can pull those up, so we'll just pull those up and clear out this bed so that when he comes back he can put something else here. As you can see from last week, the chocho that died down, it looks like the rest of the root died back, so Dee might have to get a fresh one to plant there. This was callaloo, so that's still kind of springing back up. We'll just get rid of some of these rotten leaves that are over it and just clear up that bed. Sadly the lilies have died down, but they come back up every year, so they should be okay for next year. The sprouting broccoli, that's still coming up. Well, I don't see a broccoli on there, so I'm not sure how that's supposed to grow, but you can see all the new fresh growth and fresh leaves coming up. But there's no actual broccoli on there by the looks of it. The shard in this bed, that's still growing up. We did clear out quite a lot of this bed. It looks like we've got more to clear up, as where the frost has been, a lot of it has rotten down. Sadly the Cape gooseberry bush, that looks like it just kind of rotted out, so we'll pull all that out and get rid of all of this just to clean up this bed here. We'll just take you around to the other side and we'll be back with you. Okay, so we've come through to the other side. This was where the broccoli is. It's dying back quite a lot now. There's a few that are still coming up, but I don't think they're that fresh, so we'll probably cut this back and pull up this broccoli as well. That will just give Dee a clear bed for when he comes back in March, as that's when like the main planting season is. We're just going to clear up this area here just to get rid of this because it's quite slippery here. This is where the other bed of garlic is. These ones are doing okay. You can see they're getting a bit yellow, but they should be okay over the winter. We'll come like once a week and just check on them. There's a few weeds in this bed, but not very many. Looks like the frost has kept them at bay. This is where the runner beans were. Dee said he's going to repair this trellis. So that should be fine for next year as well. We've got more shard in this bed. I don't know if Dee's going to take this up when he comes back. I'm not sure what this was supposed to be, but it looks like something got to that, so we'll just go through and clear up this bed and just tidy it up a bit, cut back all the rotten leaves. You've got some fresh ones coming up, so we might get some shard over the winter. We'll take you round over to the strawberries so you can see how those are doing. Doesn't look like any strawberries are coming up, but the plant is still doing okay. Got some fresh leaves coming through here. There are a lot of runners, so over the next couple of months we might get some more strawberries like filling up this bed, and we might actually get some strawberries for next year, because this year we didn't get very many. There was just probably about a handful. So we'll just take you through to the allotment and to the polytunnel, and we'll be back with you. So we're around the side of the polytunnel. This is where the other bed of garlic is. It looks like this one isn't doing too well, as quite a lot of the leaves are yellow, but they are supposed to come through over the winter, so we'll keep an eye on this when we come every week and just make sure that they're not dying or anything. We don't see any new ones coming through. There were quite a lot of weeds in this bed, so we'll just clear up this side and any weeds that are in between these ones. This is where the tomato plants were. We cut those back quite a bit because they were just all dying. We might pull these out as well so that Dee has the buckets and the soil ready for next year. You can see the rose bushes coming back up. Got some new buds and some new growth on those, so they should be fine for next year. This is where the elephant garlic is. This one seems to be doing okay. There's quite a lot of weeds in this bed, so we'll just go through and take out all the weeds. There's some new growth coming through on this one as well, so they should be fine. We'll just take you into the polytunnel and see what's going on in there. So the dragon fruit, I don't know if something's got to that because there's quite a few holes in it. I'm not sure what would have got in here to have gotten to this, but you can see there are quite a few holes in this. I'm not quite sure what's eating that, as they look like clean holes. You can see the lemongrass is starting to die back now and change colour. So we'll just leave that as it is. This is where we planted the carrots, so we just got to water this, and that should be fine over the winter because it does stay quite warm in here. As you can see, the peppers are still coming up, so we'll just pick those ones that have turned red and then leave the rest on there. That should be okay for the next week. These peppers here that we cut back, they're just looking a bit healthier now, because before they were all like kind of dying and drooping, but they look a bit fresher. This is the other lemongrass plant. This one looks like it's starting to die back as well, so we'll just leave that as it is. We'll pull those up and see if there's any beetroots in there. This is where the other peppers were that we cut back as well. We cut these back quite a lot because there are a lot of rotten and dead leaves. There are still a few peppers on these ones, so we'll pick those. There's a nice yellow one here. This one, I'm not sure what's going on with these. They're looking like they're shriveling. There's still some growth, but not masses of growth coming up on this one, so we'll just leave that as it is. These Dee said were Edo. They look okay for now. They haven't started to die down. This is where we had the ginger. They've not started to grow back up yet. I'm not sure if they will regrow because a lot of worms got into these. I don't know if it was a soily use. He said it was fresh soil that he got from the garden centre, so he's not sure where worms would have come from. But we'll just keep an eye on these buckets. We'll just go through this, do a bit of tidying up, and we'll be back with you. So everyone, we've had a bit of a tidy up around the allotment. So we've cleared out all the beetroot. When we pulled them up, a lot of them have been bitten by something, so they were fine to come out. So that bed should be all clear. When Dee comes back, he can just dig that up, and then that space will be free for something to be planted in. We've also gone around and cleared up the rotten shard leaves, just to tidy that up and make some space for the fresher ones. We've tidied up in this bed here. We've gone through and tidied up in this bed over here. There's not much else left to do. We pulled up the broccoli that was around the other side. So that should be it for today. So thank you for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.